Employment is an important aspect of successful transition from the armed forces. This animation explores factors affecting employment opportunities while serving, during transition, and after service. The covenant states that the armed forces community should not be disadvantaged when accessing employment opportunities. The number of personnel leaving the services each year has reduced from 20,000 in 2015 to just over 14,000 in 2020. 925,000 or 39% of UK veterans are working age. The majority are older, and this number is reducing. Research suggests that some armed forces recruits may have low literacy and numeracy skills. The armed forces provide apprenticeships and the Enhanced Learning Credit Scheme. 44,000 enrolled on civil service and armed forces apprenticeships between April 2015 and June 2018. 9,450 claimed enhanced learning credits in the financial year 2018 to 2019. 38% of these were made by people no longer in service. Developing skills will help overcome a potential barrier to post-service opportunities. The following can be a barrier to employment for spouses: childcare, mobility due to frequent postings, overseas posting, lack of training opportunities, negative perception of employers, military culture. Joint Service Transition and Resettlement. This outlines the MOD's responsibility to provide personalized resettlement advice. Resettlement services such as workshops and career skills are provided by the Career Transition Partnership. This includes workshops, advice, career skills, one-to-one guidance, training, job-finding services, and specific support for wounded, injured, and sick personnel, and early service leavers. Alongside statutory support into employment, there are initiatives from the charitable and private sectors provided by members of the COBSEO Employment Cluster. There is disparity in reported figures of how many veterans secure civilian work, for example, from the Ministry of Defence and Royal British Legion. More research is required. In November 2020, the employment rate in Britain was just over 75%. 86% of service personnel using the Career Transition Partnership reported being employed full-time 6 months after leaving the armed forces. A Royal British Legion study found that 57% of survey respondents reported being in employment. Veterans are found working across all employment sectors. The experience of job seeking can vary for veterans with specific characteristics. For example, female veterans are far more likely to describe their experience of finding the right job as very difficult compared to their male counterparts. Officers are more likely to underestimate their earning potential, while enlisted personnel are more likely to overestimate their earning potential. Gaps can exist between a veteran's understanding of civilian employment and an employer's understanding of the veteran's skill set. Veterans can find it difficult to explain their military achievements to civilian employers, struggle to write a job application that explains their skill set to a civilian employer. Employers can struggle to see how skills might be transferable from a military to civilian environment, have negative preconceptions of the armed forces that unfairly influence their view of veterans. Further information, which expands on this video, is available in the Employment Snapshot on the VFR Hub.